In this video, you can watch me lose as a currency trader. It happens to all of us, and it's something that we all have to accept. Okay, let's have a look at the charts. Oh, and please remember to hit the subscribe button. Hi again and welcome back. It's Wednesday the 29th of August 2018. I'm trading the London session. Time is now 10 past 8 in the morning here. I've taken a few trades. I've had one stop out on me very early on and getting some big pullbacks at the moment, so I might be seeing some more stops, but we'll just have to see what happens. I'll quickly run through these charts. So you can see Euro Japanese Yen. I took this at 83 as it came through an entry point, and I'm looking for further downside movement on this, although we're seeing this big pullback on the Japanese yen right now. The pound Japanese yen was the one I got stopped out on. I took this earlier on as it came through entry criteria. It pulled way back and that gave me a 12 pip stop. So down 12 pips at the moment. Australian dollar, US dollar. Took this as it came through an entry point. Looking for further downside movement on this. I took this at 0.7. The Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Another one that I've taken. Again, that Japanese yen pullback. Seeing that Japanese yen weakness at the moment. Pulling back. I took this one at 23. Looking for further downside movement. And the last trade that I'm in is the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Seeing this price tracking what the Australian dollar was doing overnight, moving down. And I took this at 98, looking for further downside movement. So, holding 4 trades at the moment. One stopped out, down 12 pips. And let's see what happens. I'll pause this for now and I'll be back very soon to give you an update if there's any changes. Back again with an update. The Euro Japanese yen price reversed and I took a full stop on that. So losing 10 pips. At the moment I'm down 22 pips. I've taken trades on the pound US dollar and also the pound Japanese yen in both of those trades. And looking for further upside movement on both of those. Seeing a little bit of strength in the pound showing through. So that's where I'm at the moment. 22 pips down and holding 5 trades holding at the moment. 5 trades open. Okay, I'll pause again and I'll be back very soon. Okay, back again with a quick update. Both those pound trades that I took, the GU and the GJ, I had to punch out of those as our criteria says. They reached certain levels where I had to get out of them. So I lost 5 pips on the pound Japanese yen and 3 pips on the pound US dollar. So right now I'm down 30 pips. And holding Australian dollar, US dollar in a bit of a deep pullback there, looking for further downside movement on that. The Australian dollar, Japanese yen, still holding that, getting very, very close to my stop loss, but we'll just see what that one does. And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, still holding that from earlier on. Again, another deep pullback, but we'll see what that does, looking for further downside movement. Okay, I'll pause again and I'll be back very, very soon. Okay, we're starting to see a little more movement in the markets now. It just looks like London's eventually waking up. So I've taken a few more trades. I've taken the Euro US dollar at 66. It came through one of our entry points, looking for further downside movement on this. Euro Japanese yen, took this one at 79, looking for further downside movement. And I also took the Canadian dollar Japanese yen, looking for further downside movement on that. So right now I'm holding the Euro US dollar short, Euro Japanese yen short, the Australian dollar, US dollar from the earlier trade, short, looking for further downside movement. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, I'm in that, looking for further downside movement too. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, and New Zealand dollar, US dollar, still holding that. It's just going sideways. Okay, I'll pause again and be back soon. Okay, just back with an update. The Euro US dollar trade that I took earlier, I punched out of that, came back into an area where I had to, losing 3 pips on the Euro US dollar, and the Euro Japanese yen exactly the same. The Euro looked like it was going to start making a move to the downsides, pulled back since then, and I lost 2 pips on the EJ. One other trade that I've got into is the pound US dollar as it's come through a re-entry level, looking for further upside movement on this. But the markets just don't seem to be doing a great deal at all at the moment. Look like they're going to go and then pull back and then just sit there going sideways. So a bit of a frustrating session so far. I'm down 35 pips, not a big deal, and one reasonable trade could get me out of that hole and back into profit. Back again with an update, although not too much to report. I'm out of 2 more trades. The Canadian dollar, Japanese yen pulled back. I punched out of that for minus 3 pips, and the New Zealand dollar, US dollar came back and hit my stop, knocking me out for 10 pips. So right now I'm down minus 48 pips. And I'm still holding the pound US dollar. Holding this long, still not doing a great deal, just sitting below my entry point there at 80. The Australian dollar US dollar, that's starting to show a bit of promise now, starting to push down. Looking for it to push through this 0.0 and then hopefully down towards this 80. And the Australian dollar Japanese yen, again, that's pushing through that 20. It's been through it, and I'm looking for this to push down towards this 0.0. So hopefully we start to see a bit more of these initial moves that we saw throughout the Asian session continuing. Give me a chance to win those pips back that I've lost this morning. Now, this is a perfect example of where a lot of people go wrong. They'll look at a system, they'll look at a strategy, and they'll think it just doesn't work. And this is when they start jumping around, looking for other mentors, looking for other strategies. And that's where it all goes wrong. You stick with it. Even on losing days, you stick with it. Over a longer period of time, you'll find out that the way that we trade, you'll come out on top. And although August hasn't been too good for me, I think I'm down for August. I'll check a bit later on. But it makes no odds, because all I need to do is look at my year to date and I can see that I'm in plenty of profit, lots of profit for this year. So these losing periods we'll get, it's difficult to stick with. It becomes so mind-numbingly boring, but you just have to stick with it. Anyway, so I'm watching these Australian pairs, seeing if they can give up a little. And the pound US dollar, not much happening there at all. So I've probably got about another 30 minutes, 45 minutes to trade, and then I'll be out of time. So let's see what these do, and whatever the outcome, I'll accept. I'll be back soon. Back with a final update for now. I'm out of time, and I've had to punch out of the GU. That wasn't going anywhere. It was going completely against me, so I've punched out for -2 on that. So right now I'm down 50 pips for the morning. I've got 2 trades that I've still left open, left running. Australian dollar US dollar, as you can see there, looking for further downside movement, and the Australian dollar Japanese yen. Now what I've done with these, I've got my stop losses in place, I've got my take profits in place, and I'm going to leave these to run. I can't manage them, I can't monitor them at all. So I'm just going to leave these to run and let them do whatever they do. So worst case scenario, I'll be down 72 pips. Worst case scenario. Or if it goes my way, I could get pretty much all the pips back from this morning that I lost. So I'll let it run and just let it do whatever it's doing. Okay, I shall pause this for now, and I'll be back a bit later today to finish the video off and let you know what the outcome was. Okay, back to finalise this video. As I said earlier, I had to go out. It's now early evening here in London, and the 2 trades that I left running were the AJ and the AU, Australian dollar Japanese yen, Australian dollar US dollar. And as you can see, this Australian dollar Japanese yen stopped out for 12 pips. So I ended up losing 62 pips in all with all of those trades that I was stopping out of and punching out of. The other trade that I left running, the Australian dollar US dollar, you can see this took profit, giving me plus 30 pips. Throughout the London session today, I took 11 trades, had 10 losses, 1 win, ending up with a net of minus 32 pips, and that means I've lost minus 2.3% on my capital today. So that's it for this video. Please remember to subscribe and click on the little bell to get notifications. That way you'll get the heads up as and when I post new videos, and it gets it out there a bit more. If people see more subscribers, there's a chance that more people will come on board and start looking at it, which makes it more worthwhile for me to do. Okay, thanks very much for viewing this, and I'll be back very soon with another video.